Okay, just as a review, in the first lesson we learned about HTML tags and the structure of them. And then we learned about how to write all of this stuff in Notepad++. And then we talked about styling. We learned how to make a link, so we go back and forth from page to page. And then we learned that we could style within HTML itself. Now, another cool thing that people like to be able to do is put pictures in their web page. So how do we put pictures in our web page? Well, let me see if I can find a picture here. Let me go to facebook.com and I'll get a picture of Faith, my daughter, and I'll pick a picture that I like here. And okay, so here's the picture that I have. It's me and my daughter Faith. And I'm going to right click, and now I'm in my Google Chrome browser, and I'm going to click Save Image As. Okay, now you notice the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to look for my desktop here, and I want to go to WebKids. And you notice I don't have any other images within WebKids, so I'm already inside this folder. What I want to do is I want to right click, select New Folder, and I want to call this folder Images, just like that. Okay, now I'm going to double click to open that file, and I'm just going to put Faith inside here, and it's going to be a .jpeg image. You see that? So I'm just going to click Save, and now I have that image in that folder. Now, how do I get that image to display in my web page? Well, once again, we're going to use an HTML tag, and it's called an image tag. And basically, what we're going to do is we're going to hit image like that, and then we need the source file. So if we look at our folder here, let's look at our folder on our desktop. Let me bring it up here once again for WebKids. So I'm going into WebKids here. Here's my desktop. I'm on my desktop. I'm in the WebKids folder and images. Okay. Now you see I have this little this image in here that I want to use. So what I could do is I could just highlight all this and copy, or I could just put images faith.jpeg. So how I'm going to do that is image source equals, and then I'll put my double quotes, and then I need to go to my images folder that I created, and then I have to put faith.jpg, just like that. Okay, now with an image, the way you close that, since an image doesn't have an opening and closing tag, is I put a slash right before my last pointy bracket like that, and that'll close out that tag for me. Remember, we don't want it to leave any tags open. So I'm just going to hit save this file. Okay, I'm going to come over here, I'm going to refresh, and what happened? I wasn't able to bring in the image. And that's because I'm on page 2. Notice I'm putting it in the index.html, that image. So if I click on home page, I can see that there now is a picture of Faith and me. Okay, now the picture is kind of big. So what can I do to shrink that image down? Well, I could go inside this image tag, and I could give it a width, width, just like that, and put equals, and then I'll have my quotes once again, and I could put 150, just like that. And I'll hit save, and I'll refresh, and you'll notice it shrinks the image down for me. So that's one way that you can get a hold of your images and insert them. Okay, let's do another one, shall we? So let me go back to Facebook once again, and I'll grab another image of maybe Harley, my son. And let me see if I can find an image that I want to use. And here's a pretty funny one of Harley. He says here, I don't usually go to Chuck E. Cheese's, but when I do, my brother's having a birthday. So I'm going to save this image as, and notice I'm already in the folder I want to be, where I have Faith's folder. But I'm going to name this one, I'm going to rename it Harley, just like that. I'm going to hit save, just like that. And then I'm going to come over here And then maybe I'll just highlight this whole tag and I'll copy it, okay? And then I'll go down one line and I'll paste it in this line right here. But instead of faith.jpg, I'm going to type in Harley. So I'm going to the images folder, I'm getting the Harley's picture, and I want to display it there. Maybe we'll make Harley's picture a little bit bigger. Maybe we'll make it 250 pixels. Okay? And I'll click Save right like that here. I'll go over here, I'll refresh, and looky there. We have Harley's picture. Now, let's say that I wanted Harley's picture to be underneath of this picture. How would I do that? Well, in HTML, we have something that's called a line break. And then what you could do is put arrow to the left, type in BR, and then close out that tag, just like you do the image tags, and put the pointy thing on it. And this will cause a line break between the two images. So I'm going to hit Save. And you notice here, now I have that image on top and this image on the bottom. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial on how to insert an image into HTML. And I hope Harley isn't mad at me because I used this funny little picture of him. I just thought it was cute. Okay, next we're going to go on. We're going to probably talk a little bit about the cascading style sheet method.